Natural foods have made a huge impact in the diets of many of us over the last decade.
But despite all that attention, healthy foods have not exactly been a hot item for most kids and teenagers. All of that, however, could soon be changing, partly as a result of a school district in America's heartland where they've been cooking up some sizzling results. Barbara Stitt may not look like a radical, but she's leading what could be a revolution in how we feed our kids in school.
We can't keep putting the hydrogenated fat. We can't keep putting the white sugar, white flour. We can't keep putting artificial coloring, artificial flavoring foods in our children's lives. It's destroying their health, it's destroying their ability to work up to their level, and it is destroying their ability to behave and remember.
Barbara Stitt is a noted nutritionist and co-owner of the Natural Ovens Bakery in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. The bakery produces whole-grain, chemical-free cereals and breads. But Barbara's strong opinions about food aren't just based on theories in a test kitchen.
I was a probation officer for 20 years in Ohio, and working with people from the courts, I discovered that correcting the diet corrected the behavior.
In the last few years, Barbara's natural food nutrition plan has begun to make national headlines. Her first big success came at Appleton Central High School, about an hour from her bakery. It was a place that, back in 1997, had many problems. The students struggled through the day. Too many missed classes. Too many were dropping out. And the stress didn't stop with the kids.
In January of 1997, I visited Central High School as a prospective employee and observed the students that were housed here at the time and found them to be rude, obnoxious, very crude, and ill-mannered.
Hey, yo!
Appleton Central High hadn't had a kitchen for 7 years. The students' meals were coming largely from fast food restaurants and soda, snack, and candy machines. So, at the request of teachers and administrators, Barbara and Paul Stitt began working on a new food plan for Central High. First, a real breakfast. Whole grain bagels, granola, muffins, fruit juice, an energy drink with concentrated omega-3. The effect was almost immediate.
Well, for me, it makes me feel like I have a better attention span. And I don't feel like I'm tired all day.
Central High is an alternative school. Students here are considered at risk.
I'm not hungry because I've actually eaten breakfast when normally I didn't before I got to come to school and have it.
We know that they're coming to school partly because they know they're going to get a good meal here, and that gets them in the door.
Soon, it was time for step 2, lunch.
We put in the kitchen, put in the cooks, provided the fresh whole foods, eliminated the fast foods, the vending machine foods.
The result was a daily lunch menu for the Appleton kids that's attracted national attention.
Whole grains, legumes, the seeds, the nuts, water. You eliminate the refined flour. You eliminate the artificially colored foods.
Today, it's turkey tacos and a fresh fruit salad and salad bar to rival any at a good restaurant.
Home-cooked natural foods is a much more healthier way to go than, say, eating hamburgers every day for lunch or going home and having fast food pizza for dinner.
The atmosphere is entirely different. The students are calm, they're well behaved. I don't have to deal with the daily discipline issues.
Our teachers can teach if the students are ready to learn, and I think the hot lunch program and breakfast program here at Central have helped students be ready to learn.
It's a success story so impressive, the Natural Ovens recipe for Central High is expanding to the 15,000 other kids in the Appleton district. An early concern was the cost.
I can't buy the argument that it's too costly for schools to provide good nutrition for their students. I found that one cost will reduce another. I don't have the vandalism. I don't have the litter. I don't have the need for high security.
We've cut $5 million out of our operational budget in the last 2 years. We did 35 focus groups in the community, and not one person brought up the issue of you should get back into junk type foods because they see that healthy lifestyles is important.
Barbara Stitt says the Appleton schools are merely fulfilling a promise made by the federal government in the National School Lunch Act half a century ago.
The foods that we brought into the school were really the foods that were mandated in 1946, which was fresh, whole fruits, vegetables, whole grains, highly nutritious foods.
In its 2004 National School Lunch Report Card, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine singled out the Appleton program as an ideal that America's other school districts should follow. Barbara believes returning healthy, chemical-free food to schools might hold the answer to other health concerns plaguing young people: obesity, ADD, heart disease, even diabetes.
I feel personally that this is the most important thing facing our nation, because if we have 75% or more of our students not being able to work up to their level of ability, we're losing so much. And we can't really keep doing this to our children. We must give them respect for their health.
One of the most remarkable results at Appleton was how they've cut their dropout rate at the high school for at-risk kids.
It used to be 10%, but after they switched completely to natural foods, it's dropped to less than 1%. And Appleton is by no means the only school district in the country that's switching to healthier foods.
In Olympia, Washington, school officials have replaced sugary juice drinks with the real thing, added an organic salad bar that's been a big hit with the kids, and contracted with local farmers to provide organic produce to schools.
In Des Moines, Iowa, fruit, carrots, and other veggies are delivered to many classrooms every day. The kids can have as much as they want, and school officials say almost none is left over at the end of the day.
In Los Angeles, Monroe High School has been encouraging students to eat healthier foods as part of a pilot program and seen a 74% decrease in fights in the first year of the program. School officials say they've seen a 50% increase in students eating a healthier lunch, and they say students recently lobbied and got a salad bar as part of the lunch offering.
I love it. High school students lobbying for a salad bar. I guess there is hope.